$1,500. That's how much more the average American household is paying this year, just because of tariffs. And here's the thing most people don't realize. The Supreme Court just struck down the biggest chunk of these tariffs, and prices still aren't going down. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening with tariffs right now, show you the 5 categories that are quietly draining your wallet, and give you 4 moves you can make this week to protect your money. And the 4th one, most people won't do it, but it's the one that matters most. Let's rewind. In 2025, President Trump used a law called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, to slap tariffs on nearly every country that trades with the United States. We're talking rates that pushed the average tariff from 2.5% all the way up to 27%. That was the highest level since 1909. These tariffs collected over $264 billion in customs duties in 2025 alone. For comparison, the year before, just $79 billion. But then, on February 20th, 2026, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that the president cannot use IEEPA to impose tariffs. Done. Illegal. You'd think that would be the end of it, right? Tariffs struck down, prices come back to normal? Not even close. Within hours of that ruling, the administration signed a new executive order imposing a 10% tariff on nearly all countries under a completely different law, Section 122 of the Trade Act. And the next day, Trump announced he was raising it to 15%. So what's the situation right now? In March 2026, the effective tariff rate sits around 7.7%, lower than last year's peak, but still the highest it's been since 1972. The 10% global tariff covers roughly $1.2 trillion worth of imports, and there are separate, even higher tariffs stacked on top for specific products. Now let's get specific, because tariffs don't show up on your bank statement. They show up in the price of the things you buy every single week. And some categories are getting hit way harder than others. Start with food. The USDA forecasts food prices to rise 2.6% in 2026. That builds on a 2.9% increase in 2025. Beef and veal? Expected to jump 9.4% this year. Coffee prices already climbed 33% compared to last year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Grocers operate on razor-thin margins. They can't absorb these costs, so they pass them straight to you. Your next phone or laptop? Expect to pay $50 to $100 more per device. Most smartphone components and chips are imported from countries facing tariffs of 25% or higher. Semiconductors specifically carry a 25% tariff, and the administration has floated rates as high as 100%. But here's the part that's easy to miss, and it might be the most important one. Even if you're not buying a new car, you're affected. Auto repair costs rose 6.9% over the past year, nearly triple the overall inflation rate. That's because replacement parts like brake pads and sensors are imported. And the effective tariff on automotive vehicles is now 14.9%. New vehicles? Add an average of $1,200 to the sticker price. Apparel and shoes could see increases of 10 to 20%. Companies like Columbia Sportswear and Levi's have already announced price hikes, citing tariff costs directly. And then there's home goods. Morningstar expects durable goods, electronics, appliances, furniture, tools to rise 4.5% in 2026. Non-durables like clothing and household products, up 5.6%. If you're planning a kitchen remodel, some cabinet tariffs doubled from 25 to 50%. Now remember, I said prices aren't coming down even after the Supreme Court ruling? Here's why. Many businesses already raised prices in 2025 to cover tariff costs. And those increases are sticky. As one retail advisor put it, prices are not going to come down just because the legal basis changed. The costs are already baked in. Walmart has reported that households earning around $50,000 are making smaller, more frequent purchases, timed to their paychecks. That's a sign people are already stretched. On top of that, the Section 122 tariffs expire in about 150 days, around July 2026. But the administration has already launched new investigations under Section 301 that could bring tariffs right back to where they were, or higher. So what can you actually do about all of this? That's next. Here's the good news. You're not powerless. These are 4 concrete steps you can take right now. Move number 1. Audit your spending for tariff exposure. Tariffs hit physical goods, not services. Look at your monthly spending. Groceries, electronics, clothing, auto maintenance. Those are your high exposure categories. Dining out, streaming, entertainment. less affected. If you can shift even a small percentage of spending from goods to services or domestic alternatives, you reduce your tariff burden. Move number 2. Time your big purchases strategically. The 10% global tariff expires around July 2026. Steel and aluminum tariffs jump on June 4th. If you're buying a car, appliances, or doing a home renovation, the timing of that purchase could save you hundreds or even thousands. Don't panic buy, but don't sleep on it either. Move number 3. Build your cash cushion. Financial planners are telling clients to add at least one extra month to their emergency fund. One advisor recommends saving an extra 25% above whatever you're planning to spend on big purchases to absorb potential price shocks. With high-yield savings accounts still paying 4 to 5%, your cash is actually earning real money while it waits. Now, the 4th move. I said most people won't do this one, but it's the one that separates people who just survive economic uncertainty from people who come out ahead. Move number 4. Don't panic. Invest the dip. Tariff uncertainty has made markets volatile. The S&P 500 has swung wildly over the past year, but every single market downturn in modern history has eventually recovered. Every one. Morningstar puts the chance of recession at 40 to 50%, but even they say long-term investors should stay the course. If you have a stable income and your emergency fund is solid, this volatility is an opportunity to buy quality investments at lower prices. Not a gamble, a discipline. Disclaimer: this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but the data is clear. People who sold during the 2020 crash, the 2008 crash, or any crash, and didn't buy back in, missed some of the biggest recoveries in market history. So let's bring it all together. The tariff landscape in 2026 is messy. The Supreme Court knocked down the biggest tariffs, but new ones replaced them within hours. Prices are sticky. More tariffs could be coming, but you're not helpless. Audit your spending, time your purchases, build your cash cushion, and keep investing for the long run. The people who do well in uncertain times aren't the ones with the most money. They're the ones who pay attention and take action before everyone else catches on. If this breakdown helped you see the tariff situation more clearly, and you want more no-nonsense breakdowns on how the economy actually affects your wallet, subscribe to CapitalMinds. I'm building this channel to give you the financial clarity that most people are missing. Hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.